Well, a few minutes, few seconds to go. Today is really good topic. And hey, Wendy, nice to see you. I'm really excited to officially start our 21-day challenge. That means this is day one, and we will come every morning. I will have a few different guests invited, and every morning for 20 to 30 minutes. I will try to keep it short because the topics are really on a point, and I would like you to also check your emails because you will receive your worksheets every day, and that will be very important because you will have a few questions every day to fill in and to post on the Facebook. But anyway, today is reflection day. That means that will be really fun, and I would like you to approach the challenge the way that there are only 2 or 3 questions in your every exercise. And what is very important, just to really deeply think about that, what you're going to answer, because this is not answering to me or someone else. And it's more about to answer or reflect on what you do and how you doing things in your business, in your life. What is your mindset like? And I really want you to be super honest, because that's probably most important what we are doing here for the exercises we are doing here, because the exercises are very short and small, and they are not going to be that deep like a program, but you can help yourself to do it actually more on the deeper level if you will be super honest, and you will actually really have time to spend 20 minutes or 15 minutes with your exercise. That means, yeah, welcome all. I can see everybody's coming slowly in. You will be able to see the videos later if you can't make it, or if you can't stay the whole live. If you will have some questions, thanks Dave for support. If you will have any questions during the time that I'm talking, just feel free to ask. I will try to answer during the live. If I can't answer during the live session, I will just come back to you and I will answer after that. That means, yeah, we will have live, as I said, every morning, and that will be until 26th of July. And we will do one extra on 27th of July, because I would like to give away some beautiful maybe books and stuff. We are coming in, and I will basically, or we will choose from people that actually will send us back the daily tracker. That will be the homework. And if you will be posting your videos or post with answers about your homework, that will be someone that I will always be happy to choose from, because I want to see your activity. I want to see that you're actually implementing the task or questions we are asking into your daily life. And yeah, that means, as I said, you will be able to reply the videos. I will keep the videos there in this group, and they will be there probably around 50, 60 days. We will see, we will make decision, because some people will actually sign up for the challenge later on, and that's all fine. You can always join the challenge even later, because we start day one, but you will have your day one whenever you want. And we will finish end of July, and you can finish your challenge at the beginning of August, because we are starting program on 10th of August. That is very important. That will be when the challenge will stop for us. But I will ask you one thing, because what is very important, we want people to actually have an access or try or be part of that. That means if you will go on your Facebook and you are on live and you're watching live in this group, you can go and you can see there is start watch party in the corner on the bottom. And if you can click on the watch party, and actually there will be question where you want to live stream that, and if you can put it into your timeline, they will be really great, because they will be so helpful to actually spread the word, get some people into our group, to Entrepreneurs Club, because we are still growing the club. And I believe you can't wait to have at least 500-600 people here. And that way we can more network, we can have probably more people on our live events, and also we can help someone to actually get some framework and spread the word about mindset, sales, marketing. And we will have amazing guests, and I think that will be great to get people to see that. That means if you can go on the right bottom, you have start or below the video, and it's basically the watch party. When you click on the watch party, it will ask you to stream somewhere, and you can stream into another group, or you can stream into your timeline or into your page. It's up to you. Thank you, Dave. Systematically work your way through the daily reflections and tasking. Yes, that's true. Thank you, Dave. Yes, definitely that will be something we will do, because the structure today is more about preparation. You will still have your homework or task. I don't want to really call it task, because it's really only a few questions, and that will be something that I would like you to answer, because it's really great insight. And yeah, I will just go probably, I said already, yeah, from 6th of July to 26th of July, we will come every morning. I will call some of you into my Zoom room. I will have guest speakers. Because Saturday and Sundays, don't worry, we are not going to have any homework. We will have homework only during the week. I want to give you some days off. But Saturday and Sunday, we will still be live at 8 a.m. There is no change, but there will be a few people with us. And I will have, I think there are already 2 people invited from America. They are more about mindset and marketing. I will have, I think it's around 20th, we will have digital marketers talking about sales funnels and customer journey. And they will basically explain some things that we are actually teaching in the course. And if you will do your homework, or if you will do your video, I don't mind if it's video or post. Great is video, because if you need to exercise your videos, it will be great if you can post your homework in video. And always when you can see the post, there is the hashtag day 1. That means if you post your homework, you always put hashtag day 1 or day 2 or day 3, whatever day it is, to be sure we can actually go through, we can find it, and we can easily see if you actually put all together and you have all your days done. Okay, let's start with the topic today. And basically it's all about reflection. And this is very important, because we need to know where you are at right now. And we will talk about different categories through all the challenge. And basically for our programs, we are using Wheel of Life. That is 12 categories that we are always trying to assess. That means we are really looking deeper where we are at in 12 categories. I'm not going to bother you with 12 categories, because it's probably too much for just a challenge, and also for your 20 minutes or 30 minutes in the morning. We will go only through career, business, health, that means health, nutrition, or exercise, or whatever you do for your health. Relationships, and that means when I'm talking about relationships, that's your partner and family or friends. We'll go through finance, personal growth, and mindset. There are 6 categories that I really want you to have a look where you are at. You will get this all in your worksheet. Don't worry. You will have time to check and actually put some notes in, and you will be able to do this assessment through your worksheet that you will receive via email. And I will probably post it also in the video. And yeah, when I'm talking about mindset, it's really important to give us, because we will use the framework that will be most important for all challenge. And we will talk, as I said, about mindset. We will talk about clarity, that means your ideal client. And we will talk about your offer. That means what kind of offer you have, how you have to package that, what to offer, what kind of price, communication, and we'll talk about marketing and digital marketing. We have experts on board, what is great, because I don't want to go deeper in digital marketing, but we will show you how to digitalize and how to do your business online, because that will be probably something that we all will need next few months. And when I'm talking about mindset, when I'm asking where you are at, it's really going too deep into your thinking, who you are, what do you think about yourself, how you show up every day, and are you really positive? Are you motivated? Are you inspired? Are you happy with what you do? Are you happy with who you are and where you are at? And it's more about feelings. How are you feeling? Are you really happy with yourself, or do you want to become someone else, something else? What is your plan? What is your plan for future? Do you want to have same mindset like now? Is there something that is stopping you? Are you best version of yourself? What negative emotions you're keeping, or you have? That means it can be frustration, anger, it can be any negative emotion, and something that is actually triggering you, or you are feeling demotivated, or you are procrastinating a lot, because that will be a lot talking about procrastination, because that is something that is happening all the time, and we need to get rid of that if you want to actually achieve the results. That means really, really reflect on yourself, and answer all questions that will be in your worksheet, because that is really important. And be super, super, super crazy honest, because we need you to be honest and answer your questions for yourself. We will do, it's like an annual self-analysis, and it's very important. Like, you can do it once a year, you can do it annually when you're actually preparing your, I don't know, like an annual plan, let's say. I'm doing that quarterly, and I'm asking some questions, and I will actually go through some questions because it's very important. And why are we doing that? For example, when you want to prepare yourself for New Year's resolution or quarter plan, you always need to know where you are at, because if you don't have the starting point, it's very hard to continue or do something, or say like, I want to be there, or want to going there, when you don't know where is here. That means it's kind of like you need to write the roadmap, and how you can have a roadmap if you don't have the beginning. That's the same thing when you're thinking about going, or put something into navigation. If you put into navigation where you want to go, you need to also have the start point. If navigation can't say where you are at right now, you can't really find a way to the point where you want to go. That's why it's very important to really reflect on yourself. And I will give you some questions. You can write it down, or you can replay the video, but they're questions that I really want you to think about. It's really just self-analysis, and it's really important for your kind of establishment of where you are at, and really understand what did you do last year. That means first question is, have I attained the goal that I established as my objective for this year or quarter? I'm not sure how is your planning, but my planning is definitely quarterly. And I can read it again. Just give me the comment or something if you really miss on something. Have I attained the goal that I established as my objective for this year or quarter? That is your first question. The second question is, have I permitted the habit of procrastination to decrease my efficiency? And if so, to what extent? Please just think about that, because people say like, yeah, I'm procrastinating, but it's just something that we have a habit, and we create a habit, and we are taking that through our life. And it's pretty hard to get rid of that, just to like say like, yeah, let's just don't procrastinate. First of all, yes, you have to make decision. We will talk about that a lot, and you need to change your habits. If you procrastinate, you probably didn't achieve what you actually wanted. That means they will be going very close together with the first question. The third question is, have I improved my personality? And if so, in what ways? And I think that's another thing. We are growing. We would like to improve ourselves every day. And I don't know about you, like definitely that's me. Like I'm learning every day. I'm signing up for programs that actually make sense to me. That means they are more spiritual, they're going deeper. And it's something that I'm growing my personality through the books, through my mentors, and through friends and family. And this is something that you need to understand. If you want to grow in your business, you need to grow as a person, as a human being. Honesty and willingness to be vulnerable is where the real magic of growth and transformation will happen. Thank you, Dave. That's a great comment. And I absolutely agree. And I actually had this beautiful experience at the event, or at the first I would say training from the program I'm doing. And I opened up, and I was I just let go. I let go all my, masks and faces and pretending. And I was really going deeper into myself to actually check where I am and what I want. And this is what I want from you guys. If you are actually answering any of those questions, if you are really going to deep, really think about who you are and where you are at. And let's go to fourth question. Have I been persistent in following my plans through to completion? That means that's another thing. Be really honest and really think about that if you are persistent. I know we probably had a lot of time to be much better in those, because last 3 months or 4 months, we are actually closed at our home offices, we are at computers, and it's quite easy to be persistent because you actually can make schedule. You're sitting down and you're writing down, you're calling people, you're doing your social media, you're doing your marketing. But really think about all year. Just really think about what did you experience and if you were actually persistent all year. Yes, Wendy, I will do that. The question, second question was, have I permitted the habit of procrastination to decrease my efficiency? And if so, to what extent? And guys, you will be able to replay the video, that means that should be fine. And yeah, have I permitted any one or more of the 6 basic fears to decrease my efficiency? Well, I will talk about fears, but it's generally fear of don't being loved, or don't have that support from loved ones. Is the fear of that. I know that is fear of death is kind of big. Some people have it, or fear of being ill, or losing your health. They're like a basic fears. It's 6 of them, and I think it's something about self-love and something about self-confidence, and it's fear of losing loved ones. And it's just like basic fears. Don't feel safe, and those fears, we don't even know how, but they are in our brain, and they're actually influencing us. But I will talk about fears different day, because that will be longer conversation. Have I been either overcautious or undercautious? Well, that's another good question, because sometimes we are too careful to do something. We are too much thinking about something before we make decision. And or sometimes we just very quick, like, yes, I will do it, and we don't even think about that. It means we actually don't think about pros and cons, or we don't really access the situation. That means it's kind of question like, what do we do? No worries, Wendy. What we do actually when we make decisions, or when we are moving in business, or when we are moving in life and making decisions, is it something that we just going with the flow? We don't care. We say like, yes, that's fine. Yes, for everything. Or we really think about what we're going to do, how we're going to do that, and we are actually careful. It's not great to be too careful, but it's great to be kind of smart and think and go into pros and cons on any decision that we are actually making. And 7, has my relationships with any like colleagues or my friends or family be pleasant or unpleasant? I would say that relationships, this is another really great topic. We will talk about relationships later on, but just really think about that. How are your relationships? Because I know all our internal world and our feelings, emotions we have, or when I was asking about the negative mindset or feelings that we actually having, like being frustrated or being angry or being really irritated very quickly, those have really huge effect and impact on our friends or colleagues. And we are overreacting, and we are probably not friendly, or we are not smiling. Just really think about that, how you behave in your daily life, and how are your relationships, if you are actually making them better, or if you are making them horrible, or if you make people that don't want to talk to you, or if you actually are open and people have feeling they can come to you and they can actually reach out and they can open up. And yes, Wendy, that's true. Yeah, you're saying yes to realize you're saying no to other things. It's very important to really realize when we want to say yes, we will, because sometimes we say too much yeses. And after that, we realize we don't have time for something that we really want. That's another thing. And that's why it's important to actually make the decision be conscious aside and be aware of what we do in our life. Because I was actually, as an example, I was like that because I really like a lot of people around, and I had a lot of friends back home, and I was always somewhere. I didn't really do my business properly because I wanted to go for drink, I want to go for dinner or lunch, or we went to do some sports together, we went for volleyball. It was always something happening, and I wanted to be everywhere, and I always say yes. And if someone needed help, I always say yes. And I realized I was not doing anything for myself, and I was not growing the business properly. I was not actually having time for reading. I was not having time for my exercise that I wanted. And it was all, you kind of putting your life on hold when you say yes to everything what is coming first. And after that, you realize you really don't have time for yourself. That means to say yes or no, it's really important. And I think a lot of people even write it in the books. I think everybody knows that it's really important to say no sometimes, even if it's painful. Sometimes we feel guilty, but it's fine. It's all good. You can say no if someone asks for help. And yeah, has my relationships. We talk about, okay, relationships. Have I been open-minded and tolerant in connection with all subjects? That's another basically similar question when I said, are you open-minded? Are you open to all conversations? Are you open to listen to people? Are you willing to listen to them? Are you willing to help? Are you willing to be there? Are you willing to be present? And really created connection with people around you. 9th question is, how much time have I devoted to unprofitable efforts? And that's a really good question, because that's when I said I was saying yes to everything. And I realized that I didn't do anything for my business, for myself. That means really think about that in your business. When you're waking up and you have your 5 days, today is Monday, we have 5 days ahead basically. And think about how many activities are just coffees or maybe just chat with friend between your work, and how much effort you put into other meetings or other activities that actually don't have maybe any sense, or they're not really effective. Because it's fine to go and have fun. I wouldn't stop that. But definitely if you want to grow your business, you should probably put more effort into your business and your activities that actually bring you sales. Have I been unfair to anyone? And if so, in what way? That's a really good reflection, because sometimes we judge, sometimes we compare, sometimes we talking about other people. It's really good to know where we are at. And I said this is more personal stuff that I was talking, and really try to think about yourself. I call it self-analysis. It's just really short analysis, and you can quickly answer your questions when you actually are aware of where you are at. And after that, we will go to the second thing, and it's clarity. And there will be clarity about your target market, about your audience, about your ideal client. Again, I will talk about the ideal client. We will talk about that a lot. And why is that? Because you can't create your marketing message and talk to your client that you want clearly, and you can't really touch their feelings, because we know feelings are selling, emotions are selling, not your product or offer is that important, but emotions that you create around your product, emotion, and what you're actually giving to your client. Yes, Wendy, personal audit. That's good. That's correct. And to create that beautiful message that will actually touch the heart of your ideal client, and that will bring your ideal client to call you, or to do your call to action. That means to sign up or to get your offer. You really need to talk emotions. And I will be talking about this a lot, because it's so important. And you need to know their buying decisions, how they make decisions. That's another thing we do profiling and DISC. That's very important. If they are, it's 25% people, all 25%. When you have 100% people in the world, 25% are very dominant, and they want to hear, like, how much is your program? What are the steps? What exactly I'm going to do when studying? And it's all information they need to know. And they need to know that quickly. and they just need to know one sentence about the result, and they don't care anymore, and they will sign up. And other people need to connect with you through your sense of humor, through your smile. You need to be the person they like to have around, and they will be always signing up because they just love your company and they don't even care about your offer. Another 25% people are people they really need to see analysis. They really need to see who actually has the same result. They need to see some case studies. They need to see testimonials, and they need to go deep in that because they follow and they really need to know other people, what results they achieve. It's so important to understand that we have so many different people, but you can definitely put them into like 4 little boxes, and you can actually tailor your message, your marketing into 4 different categories, and you will be able to attract almost everyone. And yeah, we will talk about ideal client and what are their desires, their problems, how you can actually solve their problems. That means we will go slowly into your offer. That means we will need to be clear what you offer and how to language that. It's most important. We will talk about ascension model, and of course, you know already there is a few different levels of your offer that you should actually give away, and people will understand how to connect with you through the basic offer, the cheaper one. After that, you're going up, and basically you're adding the value on your offer, and you adding also the price, increasing the price of your offer. Then we will talk about that. That means pivoting will be another part of the challenge. We will talk about communication. I know we have a few people here, especially I think Wendy, that is really good in communication, but we will put it into marketing. That means in your marketing message, in your signature talk. That is something probably we can even ask Wendy when we will have the live. That means we will really go deeper how to language your offer and who is your avatar. And we will use all those 3 factors, and we will put together the best offer. That means if you're selling to sole traders and you're selling to electricians, we will just really tailor the message to electricians. We are not going to care about other part of the market. But when you will talk to electricians through your marketing message, you will always attract other people. And I can see that when we were selling the program first time, we actually wanted to have people from bigger or medium businesses, and we got everyone. We got people that are actually employed. We got CEOs and managers. We got photographers. We got consultants. We got coaches on the meeting. We got people from the multi-level marketing. That means it doesn't matter. The major thing is you need to tailor your message, and you will attract more people. We just need to understand that message has to have some kind of emotion, and people from different industries will be able to connect with that. And after that, we will talk about marketing and sales. Of course, that will be a very important part. That means how we create marketing, online, offline marketing. We will talk with a few people that are really great in social media. We will have guests speakers. We will have people from digital marketing company that will come and join us for last few days and talk about customer journey, how we should actually message. If we already have the clarity about the ideal client and their problem, we will be able to create a video or post about their problem, and we will be able to retarget that. That means we will go a little bit around the theory. This is all theory. Just forget about the real implementation, because that's on you guys. We don't have time in these 21 days challenge to actually implement things with each of you, because it's really short time, and we are running already 28 minutes, and I promise there will be between 20-30 minutes. That means we don't really have time for implementation. The most important thing is to really day by day to answer the questions that you will get in your worksheet, to pose your homework, and really understand small steps we are going to talk about. And at the end of 21 days, you will be able to understand why all those things were going together, and they will make sense to you. Just really keep going, keep track on yourself, like really keep track on your homework and your answers. Put it on the paper journal or print out your worksheet, or just do it in your laptop. That is something that I suggest, because we don't need to kill the trees. And yeah, and I can't wait to show you basically how to put this all together, and how to digitalize, virtualize, how to use your voice and actually create a marketing, even if it's on social media or if it's something personal. What is your signature talk? How to communicate what you offer. You have to be clear with what you offer. even though I know I wasn't clear, because I was building up the Entrepreneurs Club, for example. That's for me, that was the major focus last few months. And now after this and during this 21-day challenge, you will be very clear what I offer. And I really can't wait to show you. I will definitely share the link, because we actually, after 21-day challenge, we will start an amazing course, and you will have access to a lot of coaches and mentors. And for me, to put that together into really short 8 weeks program was amazing. And it will be a lot of success that you can achieve through the program. And after that 2 months, because we will be still ongoing support, and in 3 months you will be able to add $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 into your actually income. That means that's something that I'm absolutely sure about. That's why we decided to run the challenge and give you that kind of overview, what we do, how we're doing that, but we are not going to go very deep. The major thing is just to work on your questions and have an idea how or what you can do with that. Honestly, if you are smart enough, I believe you can actually implement so many things even without program, even without mentor. But for me, always mentor and coach or guide was important, because I need to be, first of all, I have to have someone that will keep me accountable and probably make me like, yeah, Alex, that will be fine, you will make it. And also to show me practically what to do, because I just don't have time to figure out everything by myself. I believe this was something that you enjoy, and I can't wait for your questions. And I will post the worksheet for today. There will be a few questions. If you need questions, I can actually probably write down that 10 questions that I was reading if you want me to. And yeah, please reflect on yourself today. Please share your answers. If you don't want, that's fine. Put in to your daily tracker and put your answers, and be sure you answer all your questions today. I want to be sure I know where you are at in your mindset, with your offer, with your clarity around your ideal client, in your maybe finance, in your health. It will be so important to reflect on yourself. That was the major thing today. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow morning again, and have a lovely day. See you. Bye, guys.